Manisha Dutta. I am here to present a book review on the book How to Sell Recipes for Retail. This book is written by John Horner. In this book, John Horner tells about the fine art of getting just the right mix of ingredients to delight customers. In every business, customers are the most important part, and retailers should know and understand the needs and wants of the customer. A retailer should know the trick of reading the mindset of the customer. The retailer should know the recipe for cooking tasty dish for their customers. They should always fool the customers because it can affect the long-term relationships, and it can also affect their know that if they can gain customers in a single time, but they can lose the customers in dozens. So the thought they should thought about the customers will always be more interested for that product which they don't want to buy, but they need, but they buy because of the retailers has the effectiveness to sell it. It is said that the store is just like a show, so it should be presented in such a way that at a first shot the product should strike the mind of the customers. The decor of the store also gives a positive impact to the customers. In every store there are some rules regarding the display of the products, features and benefits, because customers can easily access to all departments and products, so a retailer should know how to attract the customers effectively. They should clearly be able to show what they have for sale and make it attractive and interesting, so that they won't visit other departmental stores once they are in your store. The staff in the store also helps in connecting with the customers. The attitude and the behavior of the staff are also just like a part of the brand. John tells about his first job in which he was floor supervisor in dress department, and every morning they used to train the girls who worked there about the new product and how to gain the customers' interest and ask for their feedback. What they should sold previously to them. He always he says having a well-trained and informed staff in sales is a secret weapon, and this can result in selling exactly that product which you want to sell. Listening to customers is always the most important thing and it encourages the customers and make a sense of positive impact. Store lighting also affect the eyes of the customers, but every bulb you burn must be doing a job, that is pointing to the product. But in most of the cases, retailers think about lighting the modern retailer used to sell their product in store as well as in internet. So they should treat both type of customers in the same way. Otherwise, it can affect the trust factor of the customer. The buyers, suppliers, and stock management are the chef who prepares the repast for the customers. The most valuable thing for the sales team, I think, to think like a customer what they are looking for, and also their behavior towards the store. For this, the retailer has to forget everything and start seeing what an ordinary shopper sees in a hurry. The seller should understand its product and what makes it sell or not to sell. If you want to be a good buyer, learn to analyze the figures of the product, and if you are a great merchandise planner, learn to appreciate the product. It is said that poor buyers don't plan, average buyers plan carefully, and good buyers plan what they are going to sell and at what price, then buy what is necessary to support their sales plan. Great buyers believe in adding sales promotion plans and negotiate to ensure the profitability. Genius buyers do all this except achieve in the store and work backward. But all this can only happen when a buyer is in a position to buy. The buyers are always hungry for new things. Then the customer might tend to think that are boring compared to other stores. You should have a lean stock, not the fat one, because as the buyers wants new ideas, and overstock will exploit the opportunities, and they will be in a defensive mode. There are training offers, but if the buyer goes on trials, then it means it's not a trial but they are going to buy. So trial and testing both can be effective if you set it in a right way, but John says don't text because it will decrease the excitement of the customers regarding the product, and they might move on you on and you may be viewed as a bad store. The good business comes out from good factories. The product you are going to sell should be of a good quality, safe and also legal. Legal, and you should have all specifications. In the outdated way, suppliers only contact to the retailer, not the market. But in a modern way, they contact the retailer as well as the marketer. Stock can also turn around your profit, and you can make more money as it supports the same level. Clothing business is risk as well as a profitable. Also, don't end of buying too much and get into trouble at first. The planning is also important, but is an aggressive plan can have a disastrous effect if it is not worked out properly. But if there is a risk taker, then it is not so bad. They don't incur any loss even if the retailer sends back the product. They make their money and can easily recover the cost. The commercial or product outsourcing face many risks, starting from suppliers to retailers to customers, as the idea of customers changes very fast, like from TV to Facebook, Twitter, and now WeChat. So there is always a risk that before the product reaches the stores, the customer's preferences can change and the product may be out of the demand. It is important for your restaurant to create awareness about the dish you have prepared by spending so much time and effort. And now, multimedia exposure, including digital media, had changed all the rules in the business. The budget calculation is also important. It controls the experience and calculate the cost up to the last penny. Between spending the money and investing the money, these are three different huge differences. In the retail business, there should investment of money, and it is the real matter, like the capital of the investment. From all other business, retailing is the only business which cannot have the 100%, but can be changed by making it better and more better by having effective planning. You should realize that it is not always necessary that the problem caused is because of the single decision, but it can be because of many decisions or the combination of them. So you should find out that and then go for finding the solutions. It is not always what you in your job, but what you have done